Combat Convo. You know what it is, man. Stone Cold is returning WrestleMania to fight Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna get your feelings on that because I got a lot to say about this. So I want to get your feelings on how you feel about that.
All right, well, last time we seen Stone Cold at a big pay-per-view, he did pretty good. He wrestled against Kevin Owens and he beat Kevin Owens. It was a dope match. It was very entertaining. Um, he didn't look like he lost a step. You know, it seemed like he was well prepared. He wrestled a pretty good match. Um, Now I don't expect him to be the Stone Cold of old. You know, I don't expect him to be that. But I mean, Stone Cold's style is different, so he could basically adapt. You know, he could adapt. He wasn't a high flyer. He didn't do all these high impactful type moves. You know what I'm saying? He basically was a ground and pound brawler, street fighter type of guy. So a lot of times those type of wrestlers can last longer when it comes to professional wrestling. They can last long. Their career can extend past, normal folk because they don't do a lot of those off the top rope type stuff. They don't do a lot of those moves that can really hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So him returning to wrestle against Roman Reigns is not a bad thing. Um, we know because The Rock is not supposedly not going to be at WrestleMania because they say he's not going to be in shape in time. I don't know how to feel about that because the guy trains every single day. You know what I mean? But I know there's a difference between in ring shape and just in shape in general. So I understand that. You know, there's a lot of cardio that goes in as far as in ring shape. So I get it. Uh, but to me, until I actually see everything, I think it's a swerve, and I think it's something big going to come out of this whole situation. We might even see Rock at the Royal Rumble. That's what they're rumoring too.
Yeah.
But getting back to Stone Cold, like I said, I think it'll be dope. I think it's going to shoot Roman Reigns to the next stratosphere. Having to be in the same ring with Stone Cold. It did wonders for Kevin Owens. Just being in the same ring vicinity with a legend like that, and actually being able to have a match with somebody like that can really do stuff for wrestlers' career. And I'm pretty sure Roman Reigns is all for it. So I'm interested in seeing that.
Um. Again,
Yeah.
why? 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 Stone Cold's in his 50s. Listen, I get it. Stone Cold. Here's the thing: a lot of people don't understand. He used to be before the Ringmaster. He was another wrestler. I can't remember the name he was.
Stunning Steve Austin.
Studying Steve Austin, the long blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
he became the Ringmaster. Stone Cold was a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? He was like an Eddie Guerrero. He was like one of those guys back then. You know what I'm saying? He was a good. He was actually a really good wrestler. You know what I'm
No, I
saying?
know.
Then that's why they be calling me when he became the Ringmaster when he came to WWE or whatever. But the thing is, like, I I just sometimes I think that the WWE, they can't let go of the past because those wrestlers, it's kind of like rappers, right? The nostalgic feeling of a rapper like Snoop Dogg getting on your beat, even though it might be somebody like Kendrick on the beat. Kendrick is much better than Snoop Dogg, but you throw Snoop on there because of the nostalgic feeling. I feel like that's how they do with the WWE. It's like you want to place The Rock back in the limelight, which he's a mega star. You know what I'm saying? You want to place him back in the limelight of wrestling. And I don't. And when he says he's not ready, I don't think that it's the thing of him not being ready. I think he probably just don't have time because he has his own movie production and all that stuff. But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, Stone Cold getting back into the ring. I don't think that it's gonna look bad, and I don't think it's gonna look like he lost a step or anything. I just think that at this point, you should keep going with the stars you have. You got to build these people up. Like, okay, you want to bring for WrestleMania, you bringing back Stone Cold as the main event, and this guy didn't wrestle in years. Well, like 2 years, 3 years. You bringing him back? How does he deserve to be in the main event? Why? Because his name is Stone Cold? That doesn't make sense to me.
Basically, because his name is Stone Cold.
Yeah.
And
I see the draw. Yeah, it's a draw for that. But then that goes into just the money making aspect of it. It's not really for the actual athleticism of it. Because we all know Stone Cold is going to stun Roman Reigns. He's not going to win. He's going to stun him. Then somebody's going to cheat. Because Roman Reigns is the champion, right? They fighting for the title.
And they haven't said yet.
They're not fighting for the title. They do fight for the title. Stone Cold's not gonna. He's gonna. Okay, Stone Cold beats Roman Reigns, and on Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns challenges him again and wins the title back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be something like that. Now, for nostalgic feeling, yeah, most of us that's our age, we love to see that Stone Cold. But you know what would be better? Stone Cold fought The Rock. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? And Roman Reigns fought, I don't know, somebody like, I don't know who he would fight. Because I think he's in a class by himself right now. You know what I'm saying? But if he fought somebody that was, I don't know, Randy Orton or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think that they should be fighting Stone Cold. Like, to truth be told, I think that The Rock and Roman Reigns would have been a better look. If you ask me. I think
it would have.
Like that.
It would have.
You know what I'm saying? I think more people would have. That would have drawn more people. You know what I mean? Because The Rock is such a big star. The Rock is like it's like he never even wrestled before. That's how big of a movie star he is. It's like he never even wrestled before. You know what I'm saying? That's like imagining a movie star wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So he comes back and he wrestles Roman Reigns, who's right now the biggest guy in the industry right now, and they're related too, right?
Yeah, that's his cousin.
Yeah, so I don't know how they would spin that either. So I don't know. Maybe Stone Cold comes in, beats Roman Reigns, and then The Rock saves him. Rock saves Roman Reigns. Maybe that's what happens. That's his cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. We don't know. No one knows, man. Everybody has their own speculation of what they think's going to happen. You know.
I want to say this real quick before you go. I'm sorry. I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
Rock's been screwed so many times at WrestleMania, man. I'm just going to put that out there. He's been screwed a lot of times at WrestleMania. He's been screwed a lot of times out of titles. From Triple H down to Stone Cold to The Undertaker to Goldberg. It's just trash. Like, for real. And so many times he lost. And all these guys would win titles, and he lost. He won the title a lot of times. But most of the main, I think Stone Cold and him fought like 5 times. And Rock won once. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you kidding me? He wins 1 time out of the 5 or 2 times. Undertaker, like 3 or 4 times. Rock wins once. Didn't What's the name beat him too? Shit boy. John Cena. Like, come on, man.
Now, I don't know. I don't know. I forgot about that. They did wrestle too, but I don't.
That was at WrestleMania.
I forgot who
right?
won. I think Cena won.
Yeah,
Cena won, right?
I think he did. They always screw The Rock at WrestleMania, but I think The Rock don't care because he's one of those guys that he's the bad guy that everybody loved to hate. They loved The Rock, even though they hated him, but they loved him. You know, Stone Cold's the same way too. He was a bad guy that everybody loved to hate. They loved him, but they hated him. You know what I'm saying? So either way, but my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, you good. It's gonna be interesting to see because The Rock is one of those guys that he's really kept his body in good condition. I mean, I know in ring shape and being in shape is 2 different things, But I mean, you really wouldn't be able to tell the difference if he was to get in the ring. Like he looked just like he left. In fact, he probably looked 10 times better. You know what I'm saying? He looks phenomenal as far as his physique. So I'm intrigued to see the match. I am intrigued to see the match. But it it doesn't seem like we're gonna see it right now.
I mean,
That's what it seems like.
I think The Rock is in such a shape in his career, whereas he has his own gym. Like he's a pretty big deal. Like 300 million subscribers on Instagram. 300 million. He's like number 3 in the world of how many people have the most followers on Instagram. Like he's like number 3. He's over Beyonce. He's over Jay-Z. He's over Rihanna. He has more followers than them. You know what I'm saying? These are women, and women. I think Selena Gomez is the only one that has more followers than The Rock. He has more followers than Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a global figure. So I think that him saying that he don't want to he's not going to be wrestling ready or in ring ready. I think that's a big deal because he has no injuries. You know what I'm saying? So he gets back in the ring at his age. He's what, 52, 53?
He's like 48, 49, something like that.
Hey Siri, how old is The Rock?
Age.
He's 50.
Oh, he's 50. Okay.
Yeah. So he's 50 years old. He looks like he's about 35, but he's 50. Hey Siri, how old is Stone Cold? I think he's older than Rock.
1 sec.
How old is Stone Cold? He's 58.
Oh. Ooh.
So it's like you're 58, you're almost 60, but he's in great shape too. These guys work out. So their muscles didn't die. They didn't just sit around and it was in their 40s and then their muscles just flabbied out. And now they just look flabby. These guys are still in active shape because they probably work out every day. You know what I'm saying? It's like a part of their life. So him being 60 ain't a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's Ric Flair. And even with Ric Flair is like 70 something years old. Ric Flair was wrestling when he was old, but Ric Flair, he was in shape still. He still had that flat, but it wasn't like he was out of shape. You know what I'm saying? Hey Siri, how old is Ric Flair? '73. So he's 73. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand The Rock in the what's name, but I think that Stone Cold getting back in the ring ain't gonna be nothing, no high flying, ain't gonna be nothing that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be something that they're gonna do the do. It ain't gonna be nothing like a power driver and all this stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? High flying off the ropes. You know what I mean? I don't know, but it is what it is, man. So it is what it is. So I don't know, man. But hey, man, Kombat Konvo, you know what it is, man. Stone Cold and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Let's get it, man. Let's see what happens, man.
Let's see what happens.
I'll be tuned in. So, all right, man.